Hello everyone, welcome to a practical course of Thai. Today I'm going to talk about pronunciation, namely vowels, consonants and tones. Well, as you probably know, Thai has its own alphabet, but since it is a little bit complicated, I suggest that it be learned a little bit later on. So for the time being, I will use an international system of used for the transcription of the pronunciation of Thai, which is based on Latin letters, as you see. So letters that are familiar to that you are familiar with. Well, knowing English, of course. Well, as regards vowels, there are 9 of them, and they are I, E, A. This A is more open than this one. This one is closer to E. This one is closer to A. In order to obtain the two kinds of E, it's enough to do the following exercise. You start with E and you end with A. So in between there will be the two sounds. Yeah. Alright, so we can clearly see that this E is more open than this one. Well, as regards the next sequence, we have O, O, A. Right, so you can see that this O is more open than this O. Well, in order to obtain the two kinds of O, we can pass from O to A, and these will appear in between. O. Alright, so this one is more open. Then we have the sound which is a mixture of E and O. So E and O as if pronounced at the same time. So when you pass from to A, you will obtain an intermediate sound, the schwa sound. So alright, so this schwa is here, right? And it should not be confused with, well, or right? So it's much lighter, right? So the sound is not so strong, alright? Well, and then, well, although in Thai it can be strong, but of course we will see that in future examples. Well, vowels can be short and long. In order to obtain long vowels, it is enough to double short vowels, right? So short I will become long when we double it. I, U will become long if we double it. U, A, etc. O, right? Right. So, and the same with the remaining ones. Right? Some vowels combine and they form diphthongs. So we have 5 diphthongs in Thai, and they are I, so this is A, I, Au, A, O, Ua, U, A, A, and Ia, I, A. Right? Diphthongs can also be short and long. Well, as regards consonants, there are 20 of them, and they are M, N, F, S, H, N. Right? So it's a velar sound that is obtained in the word sing, for example. N, then W and Y. In Thai, there are some sounds that are similar to one another, but they in fact change the meaning, right? So we have to be careful not to confuse them. So we have one sequence. B, then we have P. So this sound is a mixture of b and p. It's as if b and p pronounced at the same time. So b and p. Then aspirated p, p, all right, p, or p, well. Then d, t. T is a mixture of d and t, as if d and t pronounced at the same time. D, t. And then aspirated t, t. All right. So let's see how it works in the examples. Right. So if we apply d, we will obtain d, which means good or well. If we apply this sound, p, we'll obtain p, which means to hit. And then the aspirated t, all right, which means a point in time, right? So again, d, p, and t, all right? So three different things. Then we have g, which is actually the same as k. So the Thai people don't distinguish between g and k. For example, in the word gai, which means a chicken, we can sometimes hear kai. So when we say gai or kai, it means the same, right? It doesn't change the meaning. But if you apply aspiration in k, you will obtain a different word, kai. And kai means an egg, right? So gai means a chicken and kai means an egg, right? So don't confuse them. Then we have j and then chi. Chi is the same as shi. So the Thai people don't distinguish between chi and shi. For example, in the word chan, it means a floor, and well, chan can be pronounced as shan, all right? Chan, shan is the same way. Then we have r and l. So although the two sounds are different, sometimes they change the meaning. Sometimes the Thai people confuse them and they use them interchangeably. So r can be l, for example. So in the word aroy, for example, tasty, they apply l and they speak like alloy. All right, so aroy, alloy is the same thing. Well, and then we have tones. There are 5 of them. I will use the vowel R to demonstrate how the tones work, right? And so we have the flat tone, which on this chart can be marked like this, all right? So the middle tone, or mid tone, flat tone, or well. So we have this R, right? Then we have the high tone, so we can mark it like this. So it starts high and it goes higher. It should not fall. So it's R, and then we have to compare, right? So flat tone R, then the low tone R. So it starts low and it goes lower and it should not rise. Should not, right? So it should be maintained low. It should go down. R to compare. R, and then we have the rising tone. R, right? So you start low, you go lower, and then you go up. So R, and then the opposite of this one is the falling tone. So you start high, you go higher, and then you go down. Ah, right? So ah, and now from the start. Ah, 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 ah. All right, easy, I think. Well, you also use tones on everyday basis. Well, but they not for the change of meaning, but for expressing emotions. For example, in the word what, yes, you can say what, right? So, well, but of course the tones do not change the meaning. Well, let us take some examples. So, if we apply the flat tone in the word my, it will mean a mile, all right? So distance, my, and then the high tone my means an interrogative particle, which is used at the end of yes/no questions, and then low tone my. My means new, and then my. It means silk, and then my, the falling tone my, it means no, not. So once again, my, 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 my. And let's take another one. So in the word ma, so there's the long R here. So ma, flat tone, means to come. Then high tone ma, it means a horse. And then the low tone does not exist here. So, well, so no meaning here. And then there is the rising tone, which is ma. Well, and it means a dog. And then there is no falling tone, in fact. Ma, no, nothing like this. So as you see, there are 3 tones here only. Well, and so not all the words that exist in Thai have 5 tones. Well, so it's rarely the case that a given word has 5 tones. Well, I know only one, basically, which is my, right? Well, and next comes another example, right? So cow, so ow, diphthong, long R here. So if you apply the low tone, then you will obtain cow, which means news, tidings, all right? And then if you apply the rising tone, cow, it means the white color. And then the falling tone, cow, it means well, rice, right? So cow, cow, cow. 3 different things. Well, the 2 tones do not exist here, right? So the majority of words in Thai either have 1 tone, 2 tones, or 3 tones, and it's rarely the case that they have 5 tones. All right, so that's it for today. Thank you very much for your attention, and see you next time.